Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, Heel Faction? Happy New Year. Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz. That's Draven Grimes. This is Weekend Wrestling. We got World's End stuff. We got contracts running out. We got Mercedes Moné making her choice. And we'll get into it all right after this. How you doing, man?
Excuse me. I'm going to be going to the doctor very soon about a blood pressure situation.
Oh no.
Hopefully it's going to be relieved. Hopefully it's going to be relieved by Sunday. But until then, my blood pressure is going to remain very fucking unstable.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Oh, you already know what it's about.
Yeah.
I ain't going to throw it on this show. Tune in for Talking Shit and HSP definitely this week.
Yes,
It's
we
gonna
will be destroying a certain gentleman this Sunday.
Yes, it's going to be a funeral, a viewing, a burial, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, I got an ear infection, so I'm not feeling the best. So I apologize if I sound a little raspy or if I clear my throat 614 times during this podcast. But other than that, pretty good. Had some big moments on Raw last night. We had World's End Saturday, which finally answered the question that everybody knew the answer to already.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Well, before we do that, I want to draw attention to the merch. There's either a link in the description or in the panels.
Beautiful.
Either link in the description or in the panels around the screen. We got the new Talking Shit shirt right here. It says Talking Shit. Sometimes it hurts, and that's all three of us having a rough time.
Constipated as fuck.
We got the new hats for TFK. We got a whole bunch of shit. Check it out. Everything is set at like $1 over cost, so we just want to get as much of it we can out there into your hands for you to enjoy and show off and rip the heel faction. Alrighty, yes, so first up, World's End was this weekend.
It was. Obviously, you know, the big story coming off that is who the devil came out to be, which everyone fucking knew that.
Of course. So before we get there, let's kind of run through the card a little bit.
Yeah, please do. I saw some highlights. I didn't watch the entire pay-per-view because I'm really not going to spend that much money on a fucking pay-per-view to sit at my house and watch. I'd rather go to the movies and watch it.
Yeah.
But thanks to nothing and nothing, I really don't want to go to the movies anymore and watch it.
Right. So, 0-hour matches, throwaway match for the FTW Championship. Hook beats Wheeler Yuta.
That's still a thing?
Yeah.
You're still doing the FTW thing? Why?
Hook needs something to do? I don't fucking know. Let's see. And then the more important for the whole storyline of the show, 20-man battle royal for a future TNT title shot. Luchasaurus, currently called Killswitch, wins that match. He can cash it in anytime, anywhere, much like the Money in the Bank situation.
Okay.
So, we move on to the pay-per-view, and the first matchup was an 8-way match between those who did not make it to the finals of the Continental Classic. So we had Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, Mark Briscoe, and Daniel Garcia versus Jay White, Roosh, Jay Lethal, and Brody King. I don't know what highlights you saw of this. It was just, I mean, a super indie match, of course. I believe
scrambled eggs.
I can't remember who won right off the top of my head. I want to say that this doesn't have the results. Idiot. Idiot.
What you said?
Stimpy idiot.
Interesting. Let me pull that up.
What?
So, after you get done with that and while we're talking, I need you to pull up the Uzi chat and tell me what the fuck Rip sent, because it's not showing on my end.
I have nothing. It doesn't say anything.
The fuck?
Yep.
The gayness. I mean, aren't you a part of the Uzi boys?
Yeah. He just, I don't know what happened. Anyway, the first matchup was the 8-man tag. Danielson, Castagnoli, Briscoe, and Garcia won when Garcia pinned Lethal, which was a big deal because Garcia he was one of the situations where he got bigger by losing. He lost every match in the Continental Classic and got more popular every single time. And then he wins this match and crazy ovation. This is
So it became Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
More or less. He became Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, which is fine, I'm sure.
Hey, I was a huge fan of Dolph Ziggler, and if they're gonna like push him that way, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Next, we had Miro versus Andrade El Idolo. We've got more Andrade news coming up in just a bit, but Miro goes over when Andrade's manager, CJ Perry, turns on him for Miro.
We'll look at that during our break.
The match was just kind of, I don't know.
Oh,
they were calling it. I mean, Andrade was pretty much phoning it in, which will be one of our stories coming up as to why. Next match: Toni Storm versus Riho for the women's championship. This wasn't a bad match. Toni Storm goes over with some kind of weird new finisher.
Describe it to me.
You know how the guy's across your back, but you have legs over here and his head over here, but he's across. Well, no, you've hooked the arm and they're across your mid back like this. It's like
yeah.
It's like if Draven Effect went around and you caught the guy with your caught his legs with the other hand.
Yes.
Then she did something where she spun it into a DDT. Like she spun the girl completely around and spun her body halfway and caught a DDT. It's very interesting.
See, I thought you were describing the go home driver that's actually on the 2K games. But
is that when you have it like that and just drop forward or go home driver?
I'm trying to look up that actual finish real quick. That was a short match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. A very awkward modified DDT is according to Bleacher Report.
Okay. That is actually on WWE 2K. I believe it's DDT number 4.
Really?
Basically, you get him in like the old Orton backbreaker where he like pulls you over with the headlock.
Yeah.
But when she does it, she twists you into the DDT.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my name isn't fucking Andrew Mitchell. I'm not going to fucking try that shit. But I've seen it on the 2K, so I know what she was going for.
Okay, I got you. All right, so yeah, that was an interesting move. It looked awkward. I don't know if
it did from that angle.
I don't know if they practiced or not.
Well,
All right,
it's no worse than fucking Mercedes doing the gory special into a DDT
I know
thing.
that's crazy. Next match: Swerve Strickland versus Dustin Rhodes. It was supposed to be versus Keith Lee, and I guess he wasn't medically cleared for some reason. I did not watch Rampage the night before. I don't know. I think what happened was Swerve did something to him with a cinder block, but I don't know what the underlying injury, like real life injury, is. I'm not sure.
I haven't heard anything about it.
It was quite obviously a kayfabe injury to mask something else. But anyway, this match was kind of fucking weird, man. Like, before Dustin got in the ring, Swerve attacked him, put his ankle on top of the center block, and Swerve stomped it through the center block, which would shatter anybody's ankle, in my opinion. That would completely destroy it. So after he gets helped halfway up the ramp, he turns around and comes back and has a 5-minute match on that ankle.
Now, let me ask you this. I've seen a lot of people bash this match. I've seen a lot of people go on Dustin Rhodes' Twitter and fucking just attack him for it. Was it really that bad of a fucking match?
No, it was just... I mean, they tried to make something out of a last-minute change, and it was just... It was hard to suspend your disbelief beyond the ankle injury that he would get back in the ring and start wrestling again. And hit Canadian Destroyers.
Okay, well, the fact that Dustin Rhodes does Canadian Destroyers is...
yeah, no, that fucks me up, too. I got nothing. The motherfucker's like 6'5" doing Canadian Destroyers.
Yeah. Now, the first time he did it, I popped for it. Every other time, I was like, why?
Right.
Because everybody else in the locker room does it?
The first time anyone does it, you pop for it, and then it's just like,
No, bullshit. Because even today, if P.D. Williams hits that Canadian Destroyer, I pop for it.
Because he deserves it.
Yes, because he fucking innovated that move.
I will pop every time. I'll pop every time he does that. I know he didn't invent it, but I'll pop every time Stone Cold does the stunner. Anyone who's a legend who either created the move or brought prestige to the move, I'll pop every time. But if anyone else does it, it's like, meh.
Yeah. That being said, tune in on the 27th of fucking never for Dark Cordz doing 73 Canadian Destroyers to a 500-pound motherfucking retired ass amputee.
Jeez. Even 2 Canadian Destroyers is going to necessitate a hospital stay in between. For me. For me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll just stick with the J Drillers. Shit.
All right, so the next match was...
Wait. Who want to get Swerve? Who want to get Swerve and Dustin?
Swerve.
Okay. Well, you didn't say it. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No, Swerve, they're pushing to the moon.
I'm telling you, by the end of 24, he will be the world champion of AEW.
Absolutely. All right, next match was Sting, Darby Allin, Chris Jericho, and Sammy Guevara versus Kenoshi Takeshita, Will Hobbs, Big Bill, and Starks. This match had a different feel to it after the Chris Jericho allegations came out that morning. So, it was a huge babyface team, the good guys. He had Sting and Darby Allin on his side. The returned Sammy Guevara. It was supposed to be a crazy, crazy, loud babyface match. But every time Chris Jericho got in the ring, it got a little bit silenter. A little bit quieter.
No, it didn't. Did you not hear the massive chants of NDA? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. So
they were loud.
There were two stories that came out about Chris Jericho leading up to this. One a little more morally disqualifying than the other. One was about him saying he didn't sign an NDA over the CM Punk thing. Now CM Punk's lawyer is threatening to sue. And then, more importantly, more moral turpitude. He was alleged to have sexual misconduct against Kylie Ray, which is if you don't know who Kylie Ray is, she's a wrestler. She's had some years of experience, but she looks like she's 16. Like, she is a tiny...
She's a hell of a worker, though.
Oh, he's a great worker. She beat Brian Cage. Fuck him.
Minor Cordz could beat Brian Cage.
True.
Let's be real.
Yep. So yeah, the tone changed a little bit, and I'm wondering how Sting felt going into that match after that came out, because he's like devout Christian,
right?
I mean, obviously he did business.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because money talks. Plus, this was his last match in that state, so I mean, we got what, 3 months until his final match. So basically, every match between here and then is the last match in that city or state, and they're making a big deal of that.
Yeah, absolutely. The Greenville Coliseum has already been sold out.
Watch his last match. Watch his last match be against Chris Jericho, and he just shoots on him.
Fuck. You know what I think his last match may wind up being? Because he's not lost a match
Sting versus Dark Horse.
Well, in my dream, I would retire that day if that happened.
Hell no!
Like, fuck it.
No, we got a couple more years. I can't top this.
Sting has not lost a match since he's been in AEW. I think he might put over Darby as his retirement match.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But I don't want Darby to try to kill himself to kill Sting.
I'm sure he would take it kind of easy. But yeah, I think that would be...
Have we not seen Sting's matches recently? Come on now. He's not taking shit easy. He's fucking
I can't fucking believe homie is wanting to retire, because he's having the funnest time of his life right now. Like, this AEW run has probably been the funnest time since the debut of the Crow, probably.
Yeah.
Definitely couldn't say the WWE shit was some of his best time.
Fuck that, dude.
All right, real quick. Blaze PGA asks, how long has the stream been running? We started at 8 tonight, but we started streaming about sometime in August. Julia Hart versus Abaddon for the TBS Championship. I loved all of this match. I love the fact that Abaddon got a championship match, and to me, really performed well. I love Julia Hart. Everything about Julia Hart is fucking perfect. Her entrance is perfect. Her ring gear is always great. She looks amazing. And then anytime Sky Blue can make a cameo, I'm pretty happy. So,
fuck?
What's wrong? Draven?
Your audio's cutting in and out.
Really? Anyway, what I was saying was, can you hear me?
It's still cutting in and out really bad.
Really?
I don't know why. Let me. Yeah, and your videos froze up on my end.
Yours has been freezing intermittently.
Well, I am in the new office, and it probably got a different Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah.
As far as my, oh no, I got full bars.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yours froze up.
Oh, as long as you can hear me, that's fine. The
stream.
stream.
How about? All right, as long as the stream can hear me, I'm good.
Oh, you can. Yeah, and the stream looks fine. We're not like fucked up on the screen. So, anyway,
cool.
Julia Hart versus Abaddon. I dug this match. It wasn't the most technically sound match, but I really like both of these two. I love that Abaddon got the shot. Like I said, I love everything about Julia Hart. And anytime Sky Blue can make an appearance, I'm digging it. Julia Hart won with the distraction. Fucking the chance of,
but just the fact,
the chance of this is spooky was fucking great. All through that match, this is spooky. Both characters are spooky.
Dude, just the fact that Abaddon's been getting this push shows that they're actually rewarding her for the hard work that she's been putting in over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and she looked pretty good. I mean,
you may not see it on screen, but if you have her on Instagram or Facebook or any other social media, she has been putting in fucking work.
Yep.
Yes. Like, Abaddon a year ago is not Abaddon today. And I'm just so happy that Tony's, seeing that and, rewarding her with the push.
Yeah, I agree completely. All right. Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland for the TNT title in a no disqualification match. The match was really good. What happened after the match was fucking retarded.
Horseshit.
So Adam Copeland won and won the TNT title. Huge deal. I think Edge really wanted, like, that was the title that he was, going after, not only because of Christian, but I think he felt like he could do a lot with that belt. He wins the belt.
Yes.
And then, if you'll remember, Lucha Killswitch won the 20-man Battle Royal for the anytime shot at the TNT title. So, after it was a hard-fought victory over Cage. He was tired, he was laid out, but he came up, he was excited about the belt. In comes Luchasaurus, fucks him up, and he's going to cash in the contract to win the TNT belt. Christian Cage stops him from doing it and demands that he give Christian the title shot. And after some hemming and hawing, gives Christian the title shot. Christian wins the belt back. Adam Copeland was champion for maybe a minute and a half before Christian Cage re-won it in that bullshit.
So basically, Copeland holds the record for shortest reign in AEW.
Yeah. Indeed.
Why? Who wrote this? If you're going to have Christian walk away with the title at the end of the night, why not just fucking have him win?
Yeah.
Set up for another fucking match.
You know that they have those two in this storyline probably have immense creative control. So I'm sure they had approved it or pitched it or something. I don't get it personally. I don't get it.
Yeah. If I could fantasy book for a minute, what if they push this to? We have a pay per view with them in May, correct?
Oh, they're gonna start cranking them out now.
Yes, May.
Well, yeah, but they're
No,
gonna.
I'm talking about like of the schedule that we pretty much know. So they'll have a pay per view in May. They have the final match there between Copeland and Christian, and Lucha Killswitch Saurus turns on Christian there, and then they push Christian versus Lucha to All In, which they'll push Copeland versus what the fuck is the kid's name? That's with Christian.
Nick Wayne.
Yeah, Dick Wayne. We'll push Dick Wayne and fucking Copeland to fucking All In as well.
Could do
They're
that.
fill out 2 spots.
Could do that. I think that Copeland will win the title before it gets to that. I'm thinking that maybe Kill Switch finally costs him the belt against Copeland at, their next match or whatever.
That's why I pushed it out. That's why I pushed it out till May.
Yeah.
Like really start making the turn obvious in like March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Yeah, I just thought it was so
of course,
fucking screwy.
AEW writers don't fucking do shit anyway. There it goes again.
And they did a lot of spots that happened in the hardcore match between him and Foley. Like they teased the flaming table spear spot. They did a couple of things that were in that. So interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that. Did you also notice that he was wearing the same attire from that match?
Yeah.
As far as Copeland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the finals of the Continental Championship, Continental Classic, Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley. This was actually a crazy match, and I'm so shocked at how this tournament ended up. From Kingston losing badly the first couple of matches, coming back and defeating Jon Moxley to become the first Triple Crown champion in AEW. It's, I think it's well deserved. That dude has put in the work. He's loved, like he is legit loved by fans. Obviously, he comes across harsh and abrasive, but he's from Yonkers. But I thought this was a really good match. A lot of shoot-style fighting. A lot of, real-looking striking, real-looking MMA, jiu-jitsu. I enjoyed it. Finally, Kingston hits him with the Hadouken, or what does he call it? Hadouken? Whatever it is. So what'd you think of it?
The fuck?
Are you there?
You're going in and out again.
What the fuck?
Really bad.
What the hell?
Let me try this. Let me. Okay, that's not it. So it is Streamlabs. Oh, Streamlabs, get your shit together.
Can you hear me? Ew. Can you hear me now?
If you can hear me, I'm going to jump off real quick and jump right back on.
Okay. While he's away, let's hear a word from Castel Vodka.
Vodka evolved. Castel. Indulge in the red revolution.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Castel Vodka, for sponsoring the podcast. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Am I back? Yes.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I heard the whole spiel about Eddie deserving it. He's from Yonkers, all that bullshit. Fill me in from there.
I think that was really it. I asked you, I said, there's a lot of really good shoot style wrestling in this. Submission, striking, really good stuff from both of them. And yeah. Eddie wins. What did you think of the match? Or the highlight you saw?
I'll be honest, this was my favorite match of the whole show, from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the style I love to work. It's the style I love to watch. My only nitpick would be the actual finish. Just like the back and forth exchange and then just the random back fist. Like, there was no real setup for it. Like, it kind of felt flat to me. Mm-hmm. And I know that Eddie's finish has always been the back fist, but I just felt like they could have done something more to kind of protect it, to make it look a little more meaningful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But other than that, love the fucking match.
Yeah, great match. I don't think Moxley bled, which was impressive.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker. He went home that night and bled.
I'm sure he did. Yeah. It's like, God damn it, I gotta. I can't not. I can't not. All right. So the main event, MJF versus Samoa Joe for the AEW Championship. Very, very weird ending to the match. Samoa Joe won by
the
passing.
Story lost me.
Right. The Samoa Joe won by Coquina Clutch. Max passed out. But the problem was, It was like a complete flat response. Like, it was just, okay, he's out now. Like, there was no pop. There was no, like, crescendo leading to it. It wasn't like he caught him. It fell flat for me. I guess.
Do you think that was the original finish? Or do you think they called an audible?
Well, I know that MJF is hurt. So maybe they called an audible.
Yes. That's what it felt like to me from what I saw.
Yeah.
Plus, they still had to do the whole thing with the whole devil reveal.
Right.
So maybe they did cut it a little early.
Yeah. So MJF is obviously banged up. He goes into this match with someone who even I legitly think is one of the toughest motherfuckers out there. Samoa Joe is a beast without question. Gets chucked around the ring, beaten up pretty good. It looked like maybe MJF was going to pull it off, but his shoulder was so bad he couldn't latch on his Fujiwara armbar.
The salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
But name me a safer striker in AEW than Joe.
Oh, yeah.
There was nobody safer he could work with that night.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, Joe's very safe. So Samoa Joe wins. Obviously, there is suspiciously, this was the first match in a long time that Adam Cole was ringside for MJF.
Yes.
Cole gets in the ring, tries to console Max, Cole notices the masked men coming in from the crowd and alerts MJF to it. And then the lights go out. And when the lights come back on, the masked men are flanking Cole sitting in a chair, looking mad evil. Like, that was a great comeback with the hair down, and that was a good, really good reveal. Obviously, Cole being the devil was kind of the easy route, but it makes the most sense. We'll see how it moves going forward, but I thought the reveal was good. I thought the fact that, because we all kind of expected it to be the Kingdom with Roddy as the devil, but them putting Wardlow in there, which kind of ties in all the vignettes he's been doing about coming after MJF, and then Cole as the devil. I mean, it's a very tough faction they just put together with Wardlow, Roddy, the Kingdom, and Cole. That's a tough group.
Well, I want a lot of people to remember this, that in Ring of Honor, Adam Cole helped start the Kingdom faction many moons ago.
Okay.
So it's only appropriate that he brings it back. Now, hopefully, at some point, old Kyle O'Reilly will fucking get well enough for him to make his return.
Right.
And they can add him back into that little situation, because Adam and Kyle got such great chemistry on and off camera.
Absolutely.
Fuck Bobby Fish, first off. But I see this being the heel faction, no pun intended, of 2024 for AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the Ring of Honor tag belts. At some point, Adam's going to get the world title. Wardlow's just going to beat the teetotal fuck out of MJF every chance he gets. I could see him getting the international title and run with that for a little bit.
Yeah, because to me that is the mid-card title. Like, the TNT belt is there, but the international title is the important one. Right now.
That's the workhorse. Yeah. And you can't get the TNT title out of that storyline between Copeland and Christian. So it only makes sense for him to do that. Maybe they do like an evolution thing where every member has the title at the same time. Who knows?
Could be. Let's see. So, as everyone knows, going throughout this entire year, MJF has been talking about the bidding war of 2024. So, to add fuel to the fire, they have removed MJF from the roster page, implying that he lost the belt on his way out, and perhaps there's blah, blah, blah. Rest assured, they would not have revealed Adam Cole as the devil and put all this effort into it if MJF was going to leave. It would have been just the feud with Joe without all this ancillary shit. Joe would have won, MJF would have disappeared. But they didn't put all this effort into finally revealing Adam Cole as the devil without knowing that they're going to have a full program between the two.
Well, let me learn you some knowledge for a second. I remember seeing this exact same angle happen between Christian Cage and one Main Event Mafia back in 2009. And they left it open-ended just like this, to where if Christian decided to resign, he can go after Main Event Mafia. If he went to WWE, which obviously he did, that was just his swan song. That's how they wrote him off. And they left it very open-ended for MJF too. Now, that could just be how the story's written. And of course, he's going to resign and come back and all that bullshit. But just in case something miraculously fucking happens between Max and Hunter, they have the storyline of him being fucking killed off on screen. So That's how I took that. I took that as, you know, one way or another, whether he stays or he goes, the story's there.
Yeah, I just, even some of the like Fightful have come out and said the word is that he's re-signed. I don't think MJF's going anywhere. I don't think there's an amount of money that WWE would pay them that Tony wouldn't double to keep MJF. But that's just my feeling on it. Other AEW contract news. World's End was the final match on Andrade El Idolo's contract. His contract expired on the 1st. And kind of the word is everyone expects him to go back to WWE. That's what he wants. Hunter's in charge now. His wife's there. Makes sense. I think he's I think he's a much bigger star right now than he was when he left, so hopefully they give him more screen time. But, you know, you never know. So let's see. What else do we got? Pretty good buy rate for World's End. They estimate 135,000 buys for the World's End pay-per-view, which is really good considering they're up against NFL football and playoff football and basketball and things like that.
Hey, so guess what? My laptop died. Apparently it wasn't plugged up. So I'm back on my phone.
Sound good?
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
I know, but you sounds good. Sounds better than you did. So I was just running through a couple of these things. Andrade, the buy rate for World's End, 135,000 against playoff NFL football and the NBA is pretty damn good. Last bit of potential signing news. Mercedes Moné has indicated that chances are she will be joining AEW anytime now, which would be amazing for that women's division. She should come in and fucking be the champion immediately. There's a lot of good feuds she could have there. I would love to see a Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter. That would be fucking bananas.
How much longer is Jamie on the shelf for?
She should be back within the next 2 or 3 months, I think.
Excellent.
Love Jamie Hayter.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's that stuff. What else did you have? Tell us about The Rock.
Multi-millionaire, fucking superstar actor, future Hall of Famer.
All right, moving on.
Steroid user, blah blah blah. Well, Triple H put a little teaser out. Excuse me, I gotta get my charger for my phone now. Put a little teaser out that he may or may not have a former WWE champion showing up on Monday Night Raw. They can't see you. You're the John Cena of the podcast. They can't see you right now.
Well, congratulations.
Shut the fuck up. So they fucking trolled everybody by having Jinder Mahal fucking come out.
Yeah.
And
Jinder fucking Mahal.
Did a long ass winded fucking promo that was going fucking nowhere. Like, I watched the whole thing in its entirety on YouTube since they put the full segment up.
Mm.
And every 30 seconds, I was trying to fucking fast forward. I did not give a fuck about Jinder Mahal talking in English or Punjabi.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
So after the 7th time of him switching languages,
Dwayne comes out, massive fucking ovation, does his whole spiel. I guess Jinder's new T-shirt's going to be Day One Douchebag.
Nice.
That's all they chanted for fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Jinder had enough. Rock hit a spine buster, which looked really fucking overly done. Did you see the spine buster?
Yeah.
The reverse into the reverse into the reverse into the spine buster.
It ain't a dark Cordz spine buster, I'll tell you that much.
Well, it wasn't a fucking Raven ground spine buster either, but that's not.
Yours is prettier than mine, but his is straight up and down like mine, so that's why I said mine, not yours.
Because I like using a double A spine buster.
Yeah. It looks.
Anyway,
I wish I could, but I think mine looks
you'd
stronger.
break an ankle.
Yeah.
One day I may teach you. Anyway, hits the people's elbow, gets back on the microphone, and starts talking of all things. He's going to go get some food. And as soon as he started talking about where he was going to sit, I was like, I know where this is fucking going. Goes through the booth, goes through the bar, and then he looks at the camera and says, maybe I'll just sit at the head of the table. And the fucking pop of that audience. You thought every one of them ejaculated at the same fucking time.
It's a very good possibility some of them did.
Yeah. But dude, we really had to deal with Jinder Mahal for fucking 10 minutes for that? You couldn't just give Dwayne that fucking time to just fucking run down somebody on a microphone for 10 minutes? Been more entertaining. But much more. Oh, did you see the reaction the ring announcer fucking had? They posted it on the social media.
The what? The who?
The ring announcer, I forget her name.
Audrey Evers?
Yeah, that. Dude, she literally like jumped out of her fucking seat.
When
The Rock's music hit. Like, I guess she wasn't in on it.
The you're talking about the female ref in WWE. I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Oh, the ring? Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, the ring announcer was Samantha Irvin. I love her.
That's what I'm talking about. I said ring announcer. I say shit about a referee.
My bad. Samantha Irvin. Yeah.
Well, this is that one female ref from WWE.
They've got a couple in there.
Yeah, but there's one. There's one. I can't remember her name right now.
Yeah, I know. There's the one. Yeah. Yep, I know.
It's not Butthead.
So,
I'm sure.
This complicates the WrestleMania main event a little bit.
Does it though? Because here's the thing. Dwayne's schedule is not clear for him to work WrestleMania. According to inside details, he's only cleared to be able to work up to and the day after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So,
whoa, what? That would be the biggest Elimination Chamber main event of all time.
I think I'm on two sides of this, though.
Well, hold on. Before we get to that, why the fuck would they bring him back if they didn't get a WrestleMania commitment?
I don't fucking know. I don't. My name ain't Nick Khan. I wasn't in the office. I'm just reporting what I read.
Mm-hmm.
That's my job.
Indeed.
But does that mean he's going to do something with the Royal Rumble? Or is he just going to fucking talk on the stick and he show up the day after the Rumble? Like, hey, you got this guy at WrestleMania, but I want you at Chamber. I don't fucking know. Or does he fuck everything up and Rock wins fucking Elimination Chamber? Or the Royal Rumble? And says, fuck it, I'm not waiting till WrestleMania. I want you Elimination Chamber.
But it could be that. I just think that he's gonna get the fucking match. Like, I don't think that he's gonna have to win the Rumble or anything. There's no way The Rock's gonna be in the Rumble. That many bodies flying around, as hazardous as it could be. Nah, no way. But so Roman has Randy at the Rumble.
Yeah. Hold on. Has that been clarified, or is it still like the fatal four-way situation? Because I missed SmackDown this past week. Because they're pushing it like it's a fatal four-way between Orton,
SmackDown was a
AJ, and
best
Knight.
of. There wasn't one.
Okay. So I watched the week before, and they were still pushing like it's going to be a fatal four-way.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be Randy going into it. So he's either way, he's going to have a defense at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
If he has The Rock at Elimination Chamber, and then Cody at WrestleMania, that's 3 pay-per-views in a row he's going to work. Holy shit.
Yeah, but he's also talking about taking time off once he drops the title.
Mad time off, probably.
So if he drops the title at Mania, then, it might be 6 months to a year before you see him again. And he might just become the new part-timer. He just shows up for the Big Four.
Right. Yep. I can't believe it. Yeah, that surprises me about his unavailability for WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, something might, come up, and, that might be just fabricated. But as it stands right now, that's the story going around. But in other news,
what you got?
We did have a World Heavyweight Championship match on Raw last night.
Oh, Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, right?
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
Well, Rollins retained.
Yeah.
And I told you this a couple weeks ago when they first announced it. If McIntyre wins it, he's re-signed. If he loses it, I don't think he's going to re-sign.
Yep.
So I think that's it.
I
think he's going to finish off his contract and just walk off.
I don't have a... See, I think if he leaves, I don't think he's going to leave for AEW. I think if he leaves, he's just going to take some time off. Like,
that'd be well deserved.
Yeah, I think you won't see him for a little while. And then, of course, there'll be a big payday at AEW if he wants to do that. But
yeah,
I would love
to
see...
imagine him showing up in New Japan.
Oh yeah,
and working Okada.
So crazy.
Woo!
So crazy. If he could split time between AEW and I would love to see Drew Galloway with this physique doing Galloway shit.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, I completely forgot about it. You realize we have Wrestle Kingdom this weekend. And Moxley's working a triple threat.
Oh shit. How do we watch?
NewJapanWorld.com.
You can do shit gonna start like 8 in the morning?
Probably like fucking 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I always wait until I get home.
I gotcha. Yeah, we'll check it out. That'll be a fun card. I need to start watching like more DDT and like other Japanese promotions over there.
We need a fucking better way to do it.
I know.
Right? It still feel like it's 90s. It's bootleg shit still over here. And it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, Access TV has New Japan programming, but who the fuck has Access TV?
Like I think it's got like 180,000 households.
Yeah.
Compared
isn't Access TV like northern United States and Canada broadcasting?
I guess maybe, yeah. Just to give you an idea, TNT and TBS are in about 78 million households.
Look, I'm just happy, especially what we read before we came on about TNA Plus. Watching this Friday. Dude, for $10 you get the entire fucking TNA library. You get access to the latest episodes of Impact, 10 o'clock the night that they air, and they're for on-demand streaming. We're probably going to be covering a lot more TNA on this year.
I'm down with it.
You better be if I got to pay for it.
Oh man. So, anything else burning a hole in your wrestling pocket?
I want to touch on the Velveteen Dream thing.
Okay.
That came up today.
Give a little backstory on Velveteen and.
Okay, so for those of you that lived under a rock between 2017 and 2020, Velveteen Dream was like the biggest attraction gimmick NXT had. He was very flamboyant, very athletic, great storyteller. I really don't think there was nothing he couldn't do. Like, I thought he was going to be like top shelf, made roster, main eventer by now.
Okay.
But he got thrown into the whole thing of mass releases. So unfortunately, his contract got cut. From there, he just kind of went on a downward spiral of immature bullshit. Basically, let his ego get the best of him. He got into some trouble with the law, showing his ass basically. But today, I guess because with New Year's and shit, everybody does like the New Year's resolutions and shit. He did like a 5-minute video, basically wanting to take accountability for everything he's done over the past few years. And he apologized to everybody from the fans to Hunter and Sean.
Did you touch on? Maybe I was checking out this. Did you touch on what he was accused of or anything?
There was aggravated battery. There was a few DUIs in there. Like nothing too bad. Like not Justin Roberts level.
Okay.
Of that. Just young kid, a lot of money, thought he was fucking God.
Okay.
But he seems like he's turning over a new leaf and, wanting to take accountability for the shit and really want to atone for his misdeeds. So, like I told you before we jumped on here and I sent it to you, if he truly means it and he wants to turn over a new leaf and try this again, whether he makes it to WWE or not, I don't care. I'm a fucking fan of the dude. As far as his athletic prowess and his how he works. Plus, I'm always about giving somebody a second chance. Now, after that second chance, you fuck that up, you're kind of fucked, at least in my book. But he hasn't done anything that I can recall that warrants him being fucking crucified by the community.
No, absolutely not.
So only time will tell. But I'm seriously hoping that he really takes it seriously. I'd love to see him back in the ring.
Dude, I remember a match me and Andrew had where he hit me with that Velveteen Dream rolling Death Valley driver, like the rolling.
Oh my god.
Man, everything in my body popped.
Dude, if it was as bad as his Samoan drop, as far as the impact of it, I can imagine.
Yeah, man, it was
knocks the fucking air right out of you.
And
Which Andrew,
he hits
I know you watch
right.
this shit. I love you, but fuck your Samoan drops.
I'd say you do it well, my friend.
He does do it well, but knocks the shit out of you with it.
Right? Oh man.
That was the one thing I was very adamant on about not taking at fucking knockout. Was the fucking Samoan drop.
I'm not taking this shit, you motherfucker.
No. I'll have your girl slap me in the fucking face and you suicide dive me on the concrete. I will not take a Samoan drop.
Yeah, that was.
Oh. Let's see.
That caused a quick tag.
It did cause a quick tag that time. Tag. Go after him. I don't care what you do. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh man.
Good shit. Good shit. I'm trying to think. The whole R-Truth Judgment Day thing really isn't worth fucking talking about, at least in my book.
No.
So we can skim over that.
Hold on a second. Usman Hacks says, yes, bro, I get it. What do you get, man?
What?
I just didn't. He said, yes, bro, I get it. I don't know what he's referring to. But
okay, cool.
Anyway, any hoozle. So
anything in your wrestling pocketbook?
No, not really.
204. Well, if that's the case, I guess we can wrap this one up. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Thursday night, we will be doing Talking Shit with the one and only Thump Dupree. Completely unscripted, unedited. We don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about until we get there. But this coming up Sunday for Heel Shit Podcast, we will have the return of Billy Sharp, as well as one of his associates that work with the promotion Do Wave on. And we got a fucking bone to pick with a certain now ex-promoter. So definitely tune into that. I know Dark is seething to go ahead and get this shit out of him, but I'm trying to make it to where he waits till Sunday.
Oh, it's worth the wait. It'll be worth the wait.
Oh, it's going to be, because
if you guys are fucking around Sunday evening at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be explosive. So mark your fucking calendars. It's going to be crazy as we torch this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and also, I'm going to say it before he does. January 14th, we have Shane Mercer coming on the podcast for an exclusive interview. That's going to be fucking dope. Such big fans of his work. If you have any questions for Shane Mercer, send them into the email, send them into the chat. We will try to get everybody's questions in as soon as possible on that podcast outside of our own. I think that's it.
Very good. Very good. Sounds good. Well, guys, thank you for spending some time with us. For Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.